Hello there, welcome to my channel called Cosmic Splendor, and this is my channel where I get to talk about spirituality and astrology. So if you like that subject, make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified of all my uploads. So today I'm going back to talking about the moon in the houses, and this week I'm talking about the moon in the ninth house. So yes, this has taken me a while to do because I have the moon in my ninth house and I have a huge stellium of Gemini there. So I've had to kind of isolate exactly where the moon is in my chart so I can tell you guys all about that. So here's the deal about the ninth house in the moon. So the moon is where you have a lot of past life memory, where you have mastery. And the moon, people tend to negate the moon because it comes easy for you. So if you don't really know about the house positions are like the wheel of a clock, and each house position is like a different setting. So I like to think of when you're going in a play or there's a movie, there's going to be different settings of that movie. You might be at your mother's house, you might be in the theater, you might be on the stage, you might be studying in the library. And so the planets are going to be in these circumstances. So like the planets are like the actors and the signs are the roles that they're playing. So that's how I like to look at the astrology chart. So with the moon is that mastery. It's so much part of you that you're just reflecting it easily. It's kind of your natural default. And so the sign is going to reflect that in that house position. So the ninth house is the house of what we call philosophy, higher learning. It includes world languages, it includes all the religions of the world, all the learning, all the higher learning. It actually refers to a lot of higher education. The third house which is on the other side, refers to just basic communication, just saying things, your day-to-day dialogue, where the ninth house is on a higher level, not like higher but better, but it's where we have all the philosophies, the akashic records, these things. So having your ninth house there is that there's a sense of comfort in learning about the world. A lot of people with the ninth house moon is going to be natural travelers. They're going to be natural students. They like a variety of research, and it's comforting to them. Now, I have to only speak for myself. My moon is in there and I relax by learning new things. I know, it's kind of crazy. And I was like teased a lot as a nerd because I was really nerdy and I read books all the time because I love to. I just love to read and I love languages. I actually am embarrassed to admit that I'm studying 8 languages on Duolingo. Yeah, that's pretty intense, but it calms me down. So the thing about where the moon is where you find comfort and you calm yourself down in that quality and in the house position, and it comes easy for us. So that's the other thing, is that the talents and abilities that we have in our moon, we tend to discount, like, that's not important, I didn't really, because you didn't work hard to get there. That's the thing. You did in other lives. You did work to get your past lives with these skills and sets, but in this life, it's something that it's just you can fall back on because it's already there. You're reflecting those qualities. So in the ninth house, my ninth house moon is in Gemini. So that's like really, really nerdy, lots of variety. So I love studying languages. I love religions. I love to travel. The other thing about the ninth house is also involved in traveling. So if you're a travel bug, you want to travel the world, you feel really comfortable in countries that are not your own, that's also going to be part of that ninth house moon. That is just comfort in the world and learning and growing. Now, it really depends on the sign that you have in your moon. So if you're a Pisces moon in the ninth house, you might be more interested in spirituality and creativity. So it's still going to be part of that higher learning, but maybe focus more on the arts and making movies and making things that just nurture your soul. And so say if you are a Virgo in the ninth house, you might be more of a researcher, more into researching and putting things together and creating puzzles. So it's going to be a different flavor. I look at the signs as flavors, kind of like ice cream, you know? Ice cream could be pistachio, it could be chocolate, you might just be a mix of things. So the sign to me, I think people overgeneralize the sign. I think the house position is more important, especially when you're looking at your life and what you're here to do. Because the house position is like a roadmap, or it's like a blueprint. It's like, I'm here to focus in this area. And so focusing on the 9th house is you might be into higher education, you might go into religious studies, you might be a priest, a preacher, into spirituality, you might travel the world and be one of those people that knows multiple languages. That's kind of what the 9th house is all about. And if your moon is in there, it's kind of a sense of comfort and ease, and you may discount it and think, oh, that's not really important, that's not really good, because we have in our culture that we have to work hard to get stuff. But with the moon, we don't have to work hard. We have to relax and allow that healing to be. So I call the 9th house moons to be what we call them polymath. They're interested in a lot of different things that encompass how our humanity creates structure in learning and spirituality and record keeping and what makes us human, and that huge variety. So it's I think that's part of me just loving all of these kinds of things, and that's the 9th house. So you 9th house moon people, does this resonate with you? I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.